Hey everyone, in this video I'll walk you through downloading the 10 a.m. Silver Bullet script from my GitHub and operating the script from Jupyter Notebook. You can see a preview of the chart at the top right of the screen, and I'll dive into those details regarding the annotations later in this video. But before we start, make sure you have Python installed, a folder with a virtual environment ready, and yearly CSV data from your asset of choice. If you don't have Python installed or a virtual environment set up, watch my Python installation video first. And if you don't have yearly CSV data, watch my TradingView data extraction video second. Links are in the description. First, let's copy the FPFVG or ChronoMiner folder that we created in my previous videos. This will keep our virtual environment intact. Then simply rename it 10SB. Open the 10SB folder and delete all files except for the venv and checkpoints folder. Next, go to the GitHub link in my description. You'll see a README explaining what the 10SB script does, plus a link to my X account. Feel free to follow me while you're there. Next, click the 10sb.ipynb file, select the three dots at the top right, and download it. Save it inside your new 10sb folder. Now, let's go ahead and launch Jupyter Notebook. Press the Windows key, type cmd, and hit enter. Navigate to your 10sb directory by typing cd space 10sb, hit enter. Now we can go ahead and activate the virtual environment by typing venv/SCRIPTS/activate. Now to launch Jupyter Notebook, type Jupyter Notebook and hit enter. Now a new browser will open. Click on the 10sb ipynb file and another new browser will open. Click the bug icon at the top right to show the numbered lines for the code. Go to line 9 and change the directory for yearly_folder from your file name to the location of your CSV data files on your computer. Mine is located in the ChronoMiner file in the raw data folder under NQ. Next, scroll to line 52, which is the save_dir line, and change that to the location you want to save your HTML charts. For me, I went back to the 10sb directory and added /10am silver bullet charts to the end. Now TradingView has redistribution terms for their data, so do not follow this portion as I cannot show price during this video, and to bypass that I will be changing the font color to match the background for the price axis and the hover label. Now click anywhere in the code and press Shift Enter. Processing will take a few minutes, but when it starts it will zip through the data and generate the charts. So the auto-generated charts will utilize the framework of the ICT Silver Bullet setup, with the drawn liquidity being the previous day high and low, London session high and low, and I added midnight open. Now within the 10 a.m. Silver Bullet window, I added the first presented BISI and SIBI as entry opportunities. For additional context, I linked the ICT Silver Bullet setup in my description. As you can see, there is no y-axis for price, but there is time. And when I hover over a candlestick, a black box will appear, and typically what appears in the black box are details regarding the candle, such as the open, high, low, close, and a timestamp. Now you can scroll through the charts in Jupyter Notebook, but they are chronologically ordered, so if you wanted to jump a month or a year, it will take some scrolling. I prefer to open the charts separately so I can choose specific days to open. Each chart will contain the entire day's 1-minute candlesticks, and to view those candles, you can double-click anywhere on the chart, then double-click again to go to the default display, which is from 9:30 a.m. to noon. So I'll go through a few of these charts so you can get an idea of what the charts will look like. Each chart will display the date, the silver bullet range, which will be the high and low of the 10 a.m. candle, and within the 10 a.m. candle, the first presented BISI and SIBI will be identified as entry opportunities. In addition to double-clicking to change the view of the chart, you can zoom into specific areas of the chart by clicking, dragging, and letting go. Again, when I hover over a candlestick, a black box will appear, and typically what appears in the black box are details regarding the candle, such as open, high, low, close, and a timestamp. One interesting thing to note is that on older TradingView export data, it is missing data between the time 1614 and 1629. I'm not sure why that is, but it is a TradingView export issue, not a code issue. You can verify by viewing the raw exported TradingView data from about 2020 to 2021. Now I'll scroll through a few more examples to showcase the interactive portion of the HTML charts. Hopefully this video helped you and you'll get some value out of the automated backtesting script for the 10 a.m. Silver Bullet. If you did find this video helpful, don't forget to like and leave a comment. I'll continue to drop similar content, so subscribe and stay tuned.